beast, man.
LT1J, man, back with another one, man. Welcome back to the channel. It's your first time stopping in. This is my 2020 Chevrolet Camaro LT1, man, and we're finna jump straight into it today. The title of the video today is why I chose Camaro over the Mustang. So this is a real popular one, I know, because Camaro and Mustang are some of the biggest rivalry in the history of automotive sports cars. Hard decision for me, honestly. I checked out both of them before I went and bought this, and really what all came down to me was exclusivity, man. That was my main selling point for the Camaro. You don't see too many Camaros on the road. You just don't. You're driving around, I mean, this goes without saying. You see modified Mustangs, Camaros, or I'm sorry, not Camaros, you see modified Mustangs, a lot of Challengers and Chargers, obviously. You see a lot of modified Mustangs all day long, man, all day long. It's very rarely ever do I ever see a modified Camaro on the road, let alone one with an exhaust, lowered wheels, everything, man. You just don't see it. You don't see it, man. I don't know for why, but you just don't. So that's what it came down to, was the main reason why I decided to choose this car. Now, this car has a lot of other reasons why you should choose it over the Mustang, man. First and foremost, the price and the selling point, the performance per dollar, goes to say. This car, you can't beat the price per performance for this car, man. I mean, it's the LT1, so this new trend for 2020, you know, it's more marketed towards people, you know, who's kind of on a budget a little bit, trying to, you know, get into that V8 realm without, you know, paying a hefty price tag for that. So the Mustang, it can't beat the LT1 right now. I mean, as far as price, I mean, I shot both of them. The Camaro was cheaper, so that was for starters. All right, back to what I was saying though. You can't beat the price per performance for the Mustang. I mean, this has it right here. Going on, man. Another thing was, you know, Chevrolet as a brand. You know, my favorite car is the Corvette. It's kind of like my dream car. So me getting this in a way was kind of like getting, you know, my baby Corvette in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's almost, you know, pretty much my dream car. I mean, it's pretty much the same engine. I mean, you get 6.2 liters, 455 horsepower, 455 pounds-feet of torque. Now, I know the Mustang has a little bit more horsepower, but it definitely has less torque, and that's for sure. And going on with that, with the engine, the miles per gallon, I mean, I know it's not something a lot of sports cars enthusiasts is looking in a sports car, but it's nice to know that when I get on the highway, I can put this car in 6th gear and get nearly 30 miles to the gallon. I'm gonna add a clip in here where, okay, my fuel economy is actually pretty bad right now. I've been driving it hard, but I had 20. I was getting an average of 20 miles to the gallon. Now I'm at 15 right now. Ever since I got this exhaust, I've had my foot in it more. But it's a fun car to drive, man. It's a fun car. I mean, these under 30,000, you cannot get a better car for the money. You just can't. The Challengers are obviously more expensive as well. I know this video is mostly about the Camaro versus the Mustang, but you know, you just can't beat it. Also, it goes without mentioning that I think, in my opinion, the Camaro has the better features in the car as well, including the infotainment system. You get the auto rev matching. I know on the Camaro you can choose between the MPP exhaust, which has the dual modes. This car actually has no options on it, obviously, because, you know, I wanted that whole budget thing. But you just can't beat what you're getting. And this car, especially mine, it came with a lifetime warranty, and that's, you know, no joke, no lie at all. This Camaro, I bought this with a lifetime warranty. Certain dealers offer it. I bought this through Mike Bell Chevrolet in Carrollton, Georgia. So if you're interested in buying a new Chevrolet, definitely go through them. You get a free lifetime warranty. It's no extra charge. There's no extra fees on that, no extra anything. It comes with the purchase of your new Chevrolet from that dealership. Only certain dealerships offer it. That one does, and that's where I got this from. So you can hit up my boy Austin and tell him I sent you, man, and yeah, get you a good deal on a new Chevrolet. But by this being a Chevrolet too, you know, in a couple years I can, you know, pay this down, get some equity in this, and go upgrade to the Corvette. No question, no problem. It's not gonna be a question of, oh, can I make that jump? Can I do it? It's no question I can. And you know, that would be my real dream car. So that's another reason why, man. Ford, you know, the only above the Mustang. I mean, you got upgraded Mustangs, but you know, not too many cars you can, you know, go and buy from a Ford other than the Mustang. I mean, you got the Ford GT. That's a couple $100,000. So I mean, that's in a totally different ballgame, man. I mean, you got to be balling, big bag of, you know, you got to have a sack of money just sitting. So yeah, man, it just made more sense as far as my upgrade path. Go with Chevrolet. Cause I know I'm gonna want to jump into that Corvette in a couple years. The C8's looking, you know, fantastic. Scoop one of those up on the used market. So it's car, man. It's not too much to say, but there's a lot to say at the same time, man. One thing I have noticed about this car is how good it rides, man. This car rides smooth, man. You jump on the highway, this thing rides smooth, man. Like, it takes bumps, amazing. Speed bumps, amazing. It handles like it's on rails. This car, literally, it'll get up out its own way, man. You turn this car and turn it back the other way, dude, this thing is swift. It's swift. Like, people say this car is big, and for some reason people think this car weighs a lot, which it weighs an average amount, but it doesn't weigh a lot. The Challenger weighs a lot, 4,400 pounds. That's a lot. This weighs 3,700 pounds. That's normal. That's about average for a car. I don't know how that compares actually to the Mustang. I'll have to look that up, but I'm sure it's right on par, if not lighter than the Mustang. The Camaro is obviously the better handling car. So that's no question. It's two. One thing I will say about the Mustang is that it's probably a little bit more livable, a little bit more daily drivable. Not to say this car isn't daily drivable, but this one is, you know, it's just real tight. It's just real tight on the inside, and you know, you got very limited visibility and a lot of other stuff. So I mean, just keep that in mind. But honestly, it doesn't bother me, man. You adjust your mirrors right, you get used to it quick. You know, you got a 6.2 under this bulging hood in front of you, man. It's fun. It's fun. And I think another thing, another good point of why I did not get the Mustang, and it really turns me off with the Mustang, is the interior of the Mustang. I cannot stand the Mustang's old classic round circle wheel. It's just, to me, it's just big, and it's like an ugly classic look to it. I'm sorry for all the Mustang fanboys out there and everything, man, but I just don't like the way that steering wheel looks. In the Camaro, you got this sweet flat bottom steering wheel. It's new, and you got a lot of other little pieces out the Corvette. I know a lot of the Chevrolets, and they share a lot of the same parts, like the Cadillac, you know, ATS, CTS, and the Corvette and everything. That's what I liked. When I got into this car, I realized, oh crap, some of these buttons are from the Corvette. I was like, man, the Corvette being my dream car. I was like, bro, like, this is the baby Corvette, man. This is the baby Corvette. Exclusivity, don't see them. It was a Charger, a bunch of Challengers, man. Mopars for days out here in Atlanta, Georgia as well, man. But, you know, you just don't see a modified Camaro, man. For whatever reason it is, you just don't. So I find that pretty funny. It really doesn't make sense to me. This is one of the better cars, you know, out those three. I think they say the Mustang sells around 70 to 80,000 cars per year. The Challenger around 50,000, and the Camaro sells around 35 to 40,000 cars per year. So it's no surprise why they would want to. They're trying to discontinue it, so I'm hearing. But man, let's hope the Camaro sticks around for a little bit longer. Hold on, man, because for people like me that wants a 6.2 and If you want a 6.2 and you don't want to have to buy a Corvette, man, I do ran that light. This is a no-brainer. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So I'm just riding around town doing some light pulls. About to go vacuum the car out a little bit. It's been raining. Probably not gonna wash it only because it'll rain again. It's that bipolar Georgia weather, but I'm gonna vacuum this thing out real quick. And I'm just giving y'all a quick little, man, people cannot drive, man. This is crazy. But yeah, man, those are kind of my reasons. I got 5 reasons why I bought the Camaro over the Mustang. Interior, you got exclusivity, you got the price, you got Chevrolet as a brand, you got the features, or I'm sorry, and you got the ride and the handling. Those are the 5 reasons why I bought the Camaro over the Mustang. And hopefully you do too. And man, what's this dude doing? Like, he's just pulling out in front of the road on their phone, not paying attention. Alright, YouTube, I just finished vacuuming out this thing. I got this thing all nice and cleaned up in here, man. Take a little look. I can love this interior, bro. It's so sick. I still haven't took this little tag off. I'm gonna keep that. You know how we are, man. Gotta do that. This is the flat bottom steering wheel I was saying that I really like over the Mustang's wheel. And this thing is just, it's just like a cockpit, bro, because of the way the interior is just so set up. It's just so tight. Everything's just a cockpit. I mean, the steering wheel, it beats the Mustang steering wheel by far. And me, I love, more than looks, I love the drivability of the car. It's gotta be fun to drive, it's gotta be cool to drive, it's gotta be, you know, it's gotta feel good to drive this car. And this wheel is a main, you know, this is the most touched thing in the vehicle, right? So this has to be, you know, up to par with your standards. I mean, this steering wheel kills it right here. I love holding on to it. I love driving it fast. It's not hard. It's easy. All that, man. I love that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little look around of the car. Let it sits one more time, man. It's Camaro LT1. You see Mustangs all day long, but you don't really see the Camaro, especially like this face right here. That's the auto lock feature. It's dope. But especially like this face right here, you just don't see it. I mean, you've never seen another LT1 on the road. I promise you, you haven't. It's probably why you're on YouTube looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So, this thing's gangster, man. I will say one thing. I'll show you. Bass brakes in the back on the LT1. Clean wheel. Bass brake. Don't have to worry about the brake dust. But you can see the difference in the brake dust right here, man. This thing is dirty. Big Brembo in the front. Big Brembo pads. That's what comes with it. So it's a mixture of all the brake dust and the rain mixing together and everything. So you can easily see the difference. I mean, you got that dirty wheel. You come down here, and this one, I mean, this one's clean. I mean, it needs to be wiped down a little bit, but I mean, barely. So that's pretty funny. I think I hear a Mustang in the background. Then here's a video of the new exhaust and the rear diffuser I just did. I did the gloss black on this. This needs to be washed too, man, but I'll get around to it once the weather clears up better. But here's that new exhaust I just did. The satin black tips, 4.5 inch outlet. I got them staggered, so you can kind of see right here. I had them exhaust shop staggered. Man, I love this thing, man. This thing is bad. So come around, you got the clean wheel right there. And same thing on this side, man. Dirty wheel, big Brembo. So, but that's it, man. If y'all like this video, man, subscribe, like, comment, please, man. Stay tuned. Show got more coming, man. Till next time, man. LT1J, I'm gone.